Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a Rare Beauty full makeup try on. I don't have all the products, but we're gonna try out some of her key products. So excited to do this Selena Gomez video. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright you guys, before we get started, if you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss a video, because I do upload new videos every Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Join my glam fam, follow me at ChristyAllure on Instagram. I cannot wait to get started on this tutorial. I'm so excited because I really love Selena Gomez. I'm not going to go over the details right now. I'm actually going to try to do that through the application process so we can kind of speed things up a little. I will throw in the timeline right there, and it's also available on the chapter timeline. So if you fast forward to certain sections, which I hope you want to watch the whole video, but if you don't, there are timestamps right there so you guys know. And I always include it in the description box, where I also have all of my affiliate links to all of these products. It really does help me when you guys use those links. I really appreciate it. For a small channel like mine, I'm still purchasing a lot of my own makeup, and it helps support me to do that. So I really do appreciate you guys using those links. But anyway, I just really want to just kind of quickly talk about Selena Gomez, because I'm not a Selena Gomez era, right? I could be her mom, let's be honest. But I think she's such a beautiful, classy young lady, and I love how candid and open she's been about her mental health, and we'll kind of get into that more as the video rolls on. So this is kind of a get ready chit chat a little bit, talk a little bit about depression and anxiety and some of those mental health issues that I've gone through. But why I'm bringing that up is because she donates a lot of these proceeds to mental health awareness, and that is what is completely intrigued me about this line. Not only that, it looks like a very beautiful fresh face line. So let's just roll over into the application process. So we are going to start off with the primer, and this is called Always an Optimist Based Illuminatrix. It's kind of reminds me a lot of like Fenty Beauty, just kind of that whole neutral gold tone to things. It's very clean, and I love that, and I think it kind of represents Selena Gomez a lot, because she's just a very beautiful, classy young lady, and I think her packaging really reflects that. So that's kind of what it looks like. It has, let's see how it shears out. So that's kind of how it looks like on the back of my hand. Very hydrating though, very hydrating. I'm just gonna kind of just pat that into where I would want the luminosity. I've been doing this with my primers lately. I kind of just like it. But that's kind of how it sheared out on my arm, on my hand. Very pretty. No scent to it, which I like, so hopefully this won't break me out. You know, that's always what I'm afraid of. I'm just gonna kind of pat that in a little, but very pretty, very illuminating. I love that there's no scent and it doesn't feel greasy. So, and it's such a good price point. Let's go over a little bit of the details. It's a weightless, silicone-free gel primer enriched with ultrafine pearls for a lit from within glow. So you guys, this is the $14 one. This is 0.5 ounces. She does have a bigger one, but I wanted to try it out first before I actually bought the bigger size. The regular size is $26, 0.94 ounces, so almost 1 ounce. All right, let's go into the foundation. So the foundation runs $29. It's the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation, and I did go with 230N, which is light medium with neutral olive undertones. It has so much detail, but so much class. Kind of has that like abstract moment, but yet it's very minimalist. Again, just speaks to the young lady that she is. So beautiful. I love this little gold lettering right there. So the details on this product is it's a weightless foundation with concentrated pigments that feels barely there while providing buildable medium to full coverage with a natural finish. And it comes in 48 shades, so huge shade range. It has almost 5 stars out of almost 1,000 reviews, so people are liking it. I think people really love Selena Gomez, so that really does help. All right, let's try this out. So this is one of those doe foot type applicator foundations, and you know, I think some people really like it and some people don't. So it's all preference. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. You guys, I keep forgetting to do this on every video now. You like my little clips from Amazon? Aren't they so cute? Oh my gosh, and it comes in like this little plastic thing. I ended up getting 2 of them, but oh, I just absolutely love it. Actually, let's put this one on too because it's so Christy, very glam, very diamondy and glittery. You know, I just couldn't be boring, okay? All right, let's try this foundation out. And I'm just gonna go little at a time just so we know what we're, I say little, but you know, just take my little with a grain of salt because I'm just that kind of girl. I'm just a full coverage kind of girl. Oh, wow, you guys, that is beautiful. Yeah, that's a really pretty foundation. There's no scent to it either. Again, I love that. And I'm just using a Smashbox foundation brush. I love this foundation brush. It's one of my favorites. I just did the new NARS Soft Matte Velvet, and I used that NYX brush, and I really like that brush too for affordability wise. I'll show you guys. This brush is really amazing. This is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I actually like it, if not more than my Smashbox one, you guys. And this is only $15. Really good price point for this kind of a brush. And I like it, actually like it with this foundation better, so we're gonna use this one instead. What I love about Selena Gomez is that she really seems so wholesome and sweet and genuine. I don't know her as a person, but she just seems that way. And I do feel like she developed this line because she did struggle with mental health. And she is really trying to draw out women's inner beauty and just really accepting yourself for who you are. And I feel like that's her whole platform. My mom loved Selena Gomez. She just loved her. She just loved everything about that young lady. She just felt like she loved her music, probably because she was Hispanic. My mom was Mexican. Anyway, I just love this foundation, you guys. It is so beautiful. Now, this is not like the NARS Soft Matte where it's like, you know, gonna like completely cover up everything, but I think it's very illuminating and mixed in with that primer. I didn't even really put that much on, and I don't really feel like I need to be honest with you guys. I'm just gonna pull it down on my neck a little bit. This color was perfect, so I'm glad I went with this color. This is a perfect color for me. Yeah, this is a beautiful foundation, you guys. I'm gonna flip over to this screen right here, and I wanna talk a little bit about Rare Beauty. So about their company, Rare Beauty is breaking down the unrealistic standards of perfection. This is makeup made to feel good in, without hiding what makes you unique, because Rare Beauty is not about being someone else, it's about being who you are. That's what I really love about Selena Gomez, is that I do truly believe, and I can see that just something, you know, like you could just feel it. When I see her either as an actress or a singer or just out in the general public, she has been in the limelight since a very, very young age, trying to melt into these standards that, you know, Hollywood has on women. And I just truly feel like that broke her down, and then she, as a young adult, is coming into her own person now, and I love that. And I love how she wants her brand to make an impact. She wants to stop the comparing of ourselves to other people and start embracing our own uniqueness, and I think that is a struggle even over 40. Being rare is about being comfortable with yourself. I've stopped trying to be perfect. I just want to be me. That gets me emotional because I struggled for so many years trying to figure out who I was and really dealing with a really bad bout of depression and anxiety. And I get it from my mom because my mom suffered really bad from depression and growing up. I've had to deal with it. As a very young person just going into high school, my mom tried to commit suicide. It was really tough on me because I was the one dealing with it. My dad had a really hard time dealing with it, so I was the one. It brought my mom and I so close because we shared an unusual bond. And we were already close, we were already inseparable. And I didn't want to cry, and I didn't want to do all this. I don't want a pity party. I just want to, this is what made me want to do this video, and I want to get through it without crying, but apparently I didn't. But it's like she always had that issue, and then it kind of deflected onto me. And then being in the world that I was in as a professional dancer, gymnast, there's so many pressures in life and in everything we do, and you just get caught up in that, you know, and where we belong. And I can't even imagine what it's like for kids these days with social media and all of this really making it 10 times worse than when I was a kid. I'm 42, so this was a long time ago, but I suffered from depression, my mom suffered from depression, and it kind of was like I was there for her when she needed me, and then later on in life, in my early 20s, stuff happened to me, and a lot just kind of started. It was like a volcano, and it was just about ready to erupt, and then it erupted in my late 30s, and I had a huge breakdown, and I had to quit my corporate job. I had to come home. I had to watch my father pass away unexpectedly. And it was tough. It was just really, really tough from 2013 to now. It's been a struggle because then I unexpectedly lost my mom last year. And I'm still trying to get through it all. Good thing I'm doing this before my concealer. And I wanted to like do an updated video, and you can watch the video on how I lost my mom. I don't want to go through all that because I'm really going to break down. But it's been a struggle, you know, and it's been a struggle to really keep my depression and anxiety at bay, especially going through so much loss and so much trauma in my life that, you know, it's easy for me to go that way. And I've really, really struggled, and I've been trying to do this organically and not trying to be on antidepressants, which I was for a while. I'm trying to organically help myself, and I need to go back to therapy. I have an amazing therapist. I have to see if I can get a hold of her again, because you know, there's days where I don't even want to get out of bed. It's a struggle, but you know, it's life, and we go through loss, and people go through loss, and people go through way worse things than I have. So, you know, it's all different. It's all unique to our own life and background, but I love this brand for that. I love that she's donating proceeds to mental health awareness and really trying to get rid of that stigma. And I think it's so much better now than how it was back in the days where mental health, you know, we didn't talk about my mom's suicide. My dad tried to commit suicide too in my 20s, and we don't talk about it. It's just swept under the rug. You know, it's mental health, and it's like, oh my gosh, if you have mental health issues, you know, and it does drive me crazy sometimes when some of these celebrities throw that around a little too easily, but I think there are some that really do struggle. I know Lady Gaga had similar things happen to her that happened to me in the past, and I know Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato have all gone through, and you can tell genuinely have gone through some really bad breakdowns, and you know, it's nice to know you're not alone. And I think even though there's a huge age gap there, there's still some commonality there, you know, no matter what age you are. So I really appreciate that. I don't want to go too much into this because I know a lot of people are here for the makeup and to see how this wears, but why do I want to buy this product? And this is why I did it, because I do really want to support mental health awareness. So very happy about that. And let's get back to the foundation because it is really, really beautiful. So, and that held up through my crying, you guys. Thank goodness we didn't put concealer on yet. But anyway, the foundation is very beautiful. It has such a slip to it that is so unusual to me. I don't really know any other foundation that I have that has that kind of slip, but I think that's what makes it look so flawless. Like, Honestly, I feel like this is the most flawless my skin has ever looked. I am really shocked. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this foundation, you guys. So the packaging on the concealer is a lot like the foundation, just a little bit tinier. Again, really very minimalist, very compact. I like that it's plastic. It's nice that it's not glass because it will be nice travel friendly. I like her whole aesthetic of her line. It's unique but very minimalist at the same time. So here's the doe foot applicator, a nice size doe foot applicator. So the concealer is $19. It comes in 48 shades. It has almost 5 stars. It's a liquid touch brightening concealer. It's a lightweight hydrating concealer with cake-free medium to full coverage that lasts while brightening skin with a radiant finish. It's medium coverage. I did go with the corresponding color that I used in the foundation, 230N light medium with neutral olive undertones. So I wanted to kind of just keep it in the same family. I mean, obviously there is, let me show you guys the swatch on that, the difference in the, so here's the foundation, 230N, and then here's the concealer, 230N. So definitely glad I went with that. So the foundation on top, the concealer on the bottom. Very pretty, like a very nice consistency. So that's kind of how it blends out. Very blendable. Yeah, actually for being light cut, like a more radiant type concealer finish, it's actually seems like it's covering up pretty good on my hand. We'll see how it looks on my actual under eye. So we'll start with one eye at a time. I have a feeling that I don't have to really worry with this one. Yeah, it's very runny. So actually we'll just go for it. And we'll just start off small and then we'll, okay, my kind of small, you guys. Take it with a grain of salt when I say that, please. Don't come for me. Just let me be me, okay? Like Selena Gomez says, just let me be me. All right, we are gonna use a brush because that's just how I do my concealer. And I'll go over all of this with a beauty blender afterwards. I'm just trying to get the concealer on right now. I love the new teal beauty blenders. They're so cute. This is the actual beauty blender brand, so I can say that. So let me go on this side. Definitely more of a sheer coverage with the beauty blender. And then I'll just kind of do this, and then here. And then I'll take the butt. I didn't really need a lot of coverage on my forehead because I already kind of carved out that area with my brows. So I'm just kind of plotting that in. Actually, I'm just gonna go over everything right now just because I feel like it. So the beauty blender kind of took off some of the product. So now I gotta kind of go back in and blot some of that back in because with my foundation brush, because it did take off a little too much of it. So I think this kind of foundation, I really don't need to do that, to be honest with you guys. I think that's only when it comes to like full coverage foundations is when I have to worry about that. This concealer is maybe a little too luminosity for me. I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit more. I think if you don't like a lot of coverage, it's a beautiful concealer. I don't have anything negative about it. It's more just my preference. So has nothing to do. I love that it has no scent. I love all that. Taking my hourglass brush. You guys know I love this brush for this now. Actually, you know what? Let's go in with my Milk Cosmetic one because I think that will deposit. This one has a little bit more, yeah, this one has a little bit more, it deposits more pigmentation, like a little bit more density on this brush. So I'm gonna go with this one. I just hate talking about it. I was hoping they'd bring it back in the Christmas gift sets because this is when I got it, was last year. So I like the concealer a lot better with the brush, and that is really pretty. I think for natural days, it's actually really pretty. So I will definitely keep this in my makeup kit. It's just that for more full coverage days, I probably wouldn't honestly go for this one. Like if I was going for like a total glam full coverage kind of day. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Is this a brand that you've been eyeballing, that you already have been using? Let me know. All right, let's set this foundation. We're just going to take this powder from Hourglass and we're gonna set my face with my Tati blender. That's very, very dirty right now. It's kind of gross. All right, let's just set this all down. And I will do a normal wear test today. This will probably be a longer wear test because I'm filming really early. So we'll get a good determination and I will do a mask test as well. I don't know if this one will survive, to be quite honest, just because it does have a little bit more slip, but you know, who knows. If you watched my last video, my NARS foundation try on, I actually gave you some really good tips with makeup on under a mask and some good defines. So check that out if you haven't. So nice though. My skin just looks healthy and glowy, and I like that. I like it. I like it. So she does have a liquid highlighter. Again, I couldn't afford to get everything. So let's try the liquid blush and see how it goes over powder, because I completely forgot this was a liquid blush. So this one is one of her matte ones. The liquid blushes come in 8 colors. They run $20 and you get 0.25 ounces of product. And I went with Bliss, which is a matte nude pink. So I think it's gonna go over my powder just fine because it is on the matte side. Her dewy ones, I'd probably recommend not putting on your powder first. And it almost has 5 stars, you guys. All right, let's try it out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go directly on the skin. For liquid blushes, I tend to do it this way. I like to, and it's a doe foot applicator, sorry you guys. So the packaging is a lot like her concealer packaging, except for it has like a more metal type top, but it's still very, got that minimalistic feel, which is so pretty with the gold lettering, the silver top. Very, very beautiful. I forgot to show you guys that. And that's the color, that's Bliss. Let me kind of just spread it out for you guys. Very pretty, very, very, very pretty pink. I think it'll go really cute with my top. So I'm just gonna take my Makeup Forever, or I'm sorry, my Smashbox, I think this is just the blurring foundation brush. Yeah, see how well that blends out on my hand? And then I'm just gonna go in this way, because it's just for me, I have more control this way. So very natural. See, nothing too much. I forgot to do my bronzer. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. It's one of those days, I tell you. Very good for mature skin because it's not going to accentuate any texture, which I like. Yeah, I actually really like this. This is really, really pretty. You can go directly on the skin. I just feel like I have more control when I do it this way. Kind of just allows me to like, oh, whoa, okay. There's the pigment. So I want to see how it blends. Wow, yeah. Okay, so it's buildable, which is so nice. And I'm going a little higher than I normally do, and I'll kind of blend that with my blender, but yeah, wow. It builds really nicely, and it just blends out like a dream. Wow, that's really pretty, you guys. Okay, and then I'll go in with my foundation brush and just kind of go around the edges, just so we don't have any crazy lines going on. Wow, that is really pretty. Okay, we're doing kind of a reverse thing today because I totally forgot to put my contour and my bronzer on. So we're just not gonna really contour that much, you know? All right, you guys, I'm gonna take some of my Laguna bronzer. I just talked about this in that NARS video on my Hakuhodo brush and just kind of bronze up the skin a little. I love this bronzer, you guys. I have been using this one non-stop. And I thought, you know, my Charlotte Tilbury, nothing will ever replace that, but I'm loving this bronzer. Since I probably took some of that cheek product off, we're gonna put a little bit more on there. Wow, it's really staying on my hand really good. So we'll see how all this wears today as I do all my errands. I have a lot of errands to do today. See how buildable that is? Like, at first I was like, oh, that's not gonna be enough for this girl. This girl needs more than that, because I like my blush. I'm actually going higher, as I said earlier, because I just want to try something different today. Kind of want to go for more of like a flushed look today. And I'm going to blend all that out in a second. I just wanted to build it a little bit more. It is very, very, very pretty to go over. I did my nose contour off camera, by the way. Power of editing. Okay, let's take this Real Techniques brush, and I don't have anything on it, just what was left over on the powder, and just kind of melt it all into the skin. I'm not really trying to be perfect with the blush today. I actually just kind of want to leave it more like, I don't know, just healthy looking. Like I literally just got out of the sun. So I'm going for that natural look. I'm not a big liner person, you guys know that. I know I was really actually shocked myself that I picked it up because I'm really not a liner person. So this is Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. It runs $19. It has almost 5 stars. It is 0.03 ounces, 0.9 milliliters of product. It's a long-wearing, waterproof matte liquid eyeliner formulated with ultra black pigments for dramatic definition every time. So We'll see. I love the packaging on this liner. It is so beautiful. It has like that little gold tip right there, a pointed, it looks like a pen. Like I would want this to be a pen. Like, I'm like, can I have this as a pen? It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So it does have the ball in there. You definitely want to shake it. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's dramatic right there. Woo. Very pretty. We'll see how that is. I'm not a cat eye person, so I bet you it's a beautiful cat eye. All right, here we go. Let's try this out. So I'm gonna try to do it the best I can on camera. I like to just start in the inner rim right here and try to go as light as possible. Doing little strokes. Decided to give myself a little more drama and bring out my eye a little. Nice black liner. It's easy to work with. Okay.
75 years later.
All right, so I kind of had a little issues there, but I fixed it and I like it. I mean, it's a really good liner. If you're a liner person, it is a really nice liner. I'm just not a liner person. So for me, that was okay. It was just okay for me, but I love everything else. So very happy about that. All right, let's apply this lipstick and then I'll pop my lashes on off camera. So the lipstick is the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream, and I did get Brave. So it comes in 12 colors, it's $20, and the lip schemes are so beautiful. So Brave is a muted terracotta, 0.13 ounces, 3.9 milliliters of product, almost 5 stars. It's a weightless, air-whipped lip cream that hugs the lips with rich color and nourishing hydration and gives a soft, velvety matte finish. It's a liquid lipstick and it's hydrating. So not my cup of tea color-wise, but the comfort level of it is really nice. It's very hydrating. So I'm just gonna take my hand and just kind of blot it in to give it more of like a lip tint type, because it was a little aggressive for me. So see how if you just do it that way and you take your finger and you just kind of blot it in, like I'll just take it a little bit on the doe foot applicator and I'm just gonna blot it in with my finger, and that kind of gives it more of a sheared out finish. So at first the color was just too much for me, but that kind of sheared it out, and that's a good way to do it. If you don't, like say a lip color is a little too aggressive for you, that's a good way to do it. I'm gonna put a little bit of contour Pat McGrath on. Comment below and let me know if there's any makeup you want me to review, if there's anything you are interested in. All right, you guys, it's wearing really nice. I am loving this foundation, you guys, and the primer. It is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna do my lashes off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the final look, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. It was a little touch and go with the liner for me, but that's just me because I'm not a big liner person, but everything else was beautiful, minus the color for the Lip Souffle. I love how comfortable it is. It is beautiful. If I can find the right color for me, I will be really happy with this, but the color for me was just a little too on the orange side, but that's okay. I mean, it's still a really beautiful color, and I think on certain skin tones, like olive skin tones, it's gonna be beautiful, like a deeper olive skin tone. The primer, amazing. The foundation, I mean, so far, so good. I mean, it's setting a little bit into my lines, a little bit in my laugh lines, but that's my laugh lines, you know? You can't change that. That's what you call age right there. And then the concealer, for me, it was just a little too natural, a little too, I like a little bit more coverage. That's just my preference though, but it is very, very beautiful for a natural day. I love the blush. For my mature skin girls, the foundation and the blush and the concealer is really good because I don't think it will crease too much, which is good because it's very lightweight. But if you like coverage, I don't know if that's the concealer for you. But the blush and the foundation glided on like a dream. It was so beautiful. So I cannot wait to see how this wears throughout the rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Give this video a huge thumbs up. That really helps me. Follow me at Christy Allure on Instagram, and let's roll over into the wear test. All right, you guys. So this is about, I'd say 6 hours now that I've had this foundation on. I have my mask on. I will link this Etsy mask. It's so cute. I get so many compliments. I like it because it's nude right there. But anyway, let's just show you guys what we got going on here. That mask thing I talked about in my other video, completely destroyed. That was clean. And there is makeup on my mask. So even though I had that clear thing in there, if you guys watched my last NARS video, I didn't have that. So I love how smooth the makeup went on. The problem is that it transfers really bad and it moves, it shifts. And you can see right here, I had a mishap because I'm allergic to the eyeliner. So I had to take off all of my eye makeup because it was completely making my eyes red and burn. So unfortunately I was allergic to the eyeliner. So I took all that off. I had to redo my eyes a little bit, but you can see like the makeup's rubbing off there. So yeah, I want to love this foundation because I actually think it's really beautiful and glowy, but just doesn't stay put. So that's my only issue with it. But I may give it a couple more tries and see how I like it because the color and the finish is absolutely stunning. But just wanted to do that quick check-in. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night. All right, you guys, this is about 12 hours later. This is my final check-in, and I have to say that this is not a foundation that's for me, for my skin type. I am already breaking up right there. You can see it's already missing, and that's actually never happened before. And right here, and a lot of it could be because I had an allergic reaction to that eyeliner. It's breaking up right here as well. And this is not something that typically happens to me with most foundations. This is more of like a radiant foundation, but if we're comparing it to other radiant foundations that are already on the market, I would have to say that the Estee Lauder, the more hydrating one, is a very beautiful finish, almost like this. And I will do a video soon on that one, but not so. I think the problem is, and I said it when I was applying this makeup, is there's a lot of slip to this foundation. It's very beautiful going on and very smooth in the first hour or two, but after that is where everything started falling apart on me. So I don't know if it's the primer or the foundation, but I'm pretty sure it's the foundation. I'm gonna try the primer again because I did really like the primer with another foundation and see if it does anything, but the blush is really beautiful. I'll keep the blush. I love the blush. It's really, really pretty. But the eyeliner, unfortunately, I had an allergic reaction to it, and the lip product wasn't my color, but I do like the comfortability of that lip souffle. I really love Selena Gomez and what she stands behind in this company. So I was really disappointed because I thought it would wear a lot better, but you know, everyone's skin type is different. So like I say in every video, just take what I say with a grain of salt and try it for yourself and see if it works, because it may work really, really beautiful on your skin. So that's my final verdict, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.